Hi, welcome to another video. So, I recently told you guys how you can create AI apps quite easily by combining Cline and Vectorshift, and we also created a fully working app with it, where we made the whole AI backend, which was just amazing to use. I asked many of you guys in that video if you wanted me to create a full video explaining all the stuff about Vectorshift, and if you wanted me to create a whole personal assistant with it as well, and many of you said yes. So today, I'll be telling you how you can use Vectorshift from basics and how you can create an AI personal assistant that can read your emails, notes, and everything you want with a simple-to-use, no-code interface. You don't need to be a programmer to do all this stuff. You can do it easily via a simple-to-use interface, which is arguably the best part about it. Plus, it also has a very generous free tier, which is great for my use cases. Now, many of you may not know about Vectorshift, so let me just give you a quick brief. It's an AI platform that allows you to build pipelines of AI workflows. For example, you can attach an LLM with Notion to make it an AI summarizer for your notes. Or you can even attach more things like a knowledge base or your Gmail or Google Calendar to an LLM, making it customizable to your needs. Plus, it also allows you to create chatbots over those pipelines, along with automations and other stuff, which we'll see going forward in the video. That's the major stuff about it in brief. But let's get into it, and I'll show you how it works, and how you can create a whole personal AI assistant along with a chatbot. So, just get yourself signed up, and you'll end up on this page. Now here's the first option, which is the pipeline option. This is one of the major options because many other features depend on this. So, let me tell you about it. Pipelines are basically workflows that you can create, like connecting LLMs to multiple APIs and stuff like that. You can create pipelines either from scratch or from templates. Templates are workflows created by other people, and Vectorshift that you can use as a base. Let's start from scratch here. Once you start from scratch, you'll see these options. First of all, you can add an input here, which will basically allow you to take that input and forward it to an LLM or something. So, it's now added here. Now let's say we are currently making a simple chatbot with Claude. So, you can just go to LLMs, and here you can add the LLM you want to use. Let's add Claude here. Now, you can just take the input and connect it to the prompt here. Now, you can see we also need a system prompt here. Generally, the system prompt is going to be dynamic. So, let's just select the text option here, drag it here, and enter whatever system prompt you want to use, then connect it like this. Once that's done, you'll want to add an output at the end. So, just select that and connect the output to the LLM, and now you have a very simple chat that takes user input, sends it through an LLM, and gives you an output. But that's hypothetical. How are you supposed to test it? Well, you can do that quite easily by just hitting the Run button here, which will open up this panel where you can send in your input. And if we wait a bit, you'll see that we have the response here. So, this is super cool. You can create some great stuff quite easily with it. But it's not limited to that either. You can also add a bunch of integrations here as well. For example, you can add the knowledge of your emails, calendar, Discord, or any of your knowledge bases, Google Docs, Sheets, or almost anything. For example, if you want the LLM to have the context of your emails, you can just take the Gmail option, add it here, and connect it with your LLM. Now, the LLM will have the context of your emails, and you can just add as much stuff as you want to create a whole personal AI assistant, which is just amazing. Now, let's say you configure it all and make it work well for you. But you can't always come here and use this interface because it's not that interactive. It's just for testing. So, once you have it figured out, just click Deploy Changes here, which will save your workflow. Once you save it, you'll see these options beside it. Here, you can basically turn your pipeline into a chatbot, automation, search, form, or bulk job. Automation basically means it will automatically run this pipeline at some interval of minutes, seconds, or days, depending on how you set up the automation. Apart from that, you have the chatbot option, which will turn this pipeline into a chatbot where the user can interact quite easily with the pipeline through a simple pre-built interface. Next, you have the search option, which uses it in a search interface for product search and stuff like that. Next, you have the form and voice chat options. The form means it will open up like a form, and voice chat will convert it to a speech-to-speech feature. But you need to configure your pipeline to have speech input and output as well. Apart from this, you also have bulk jobs, which allows you to run multiple pipelines at once. Generally, most of us would want to convert our pipelines to chatbots. So, let's just select that. Now, it will ask you what name you want to give it. Once you do that, it will show these settings for how you want your chatbot to look. For example, you can change colors, logos, and more. Once you do that, you can just hit export, and it will give you a bunch of options to integrate it. For example, you can add it to your website or connect it to Slack, or you can also use it as an API to integrate it into your applications. If you don't want to do anything, you can just open this URL and share it with anyone, and they'll be able to access the chatbot. If you ask it to do anything, it will do it for you based on how you've set up the pipeline. It's really cool to see for sure. So, that's the major stuff about pipelines and how you can use them. Let me also give you a quick overview of the other features as well. The next one is the marketplace, which is the same as the pipeline template marketplace. Next, you have the knowledge tab. Here, you can create a knowledge base for a specific thing by uploading documents, and you can reference the knowledge base in the pipeline for context. Then, you have the files option, which allows you to upload files and reference them in the knowledge base or pipelines as well. You also have automations, which allow you to trigger specific pipelines based on specific triggers from different applications. Or you can trigger pipelines based on a time interval, which is cool if you want a fully automated workflow. Next, there's the chatbot section, which will show your chatbots, and you can edit them and stuff like that. You also have search, forms, and voice bots, which allow you to use your pipelines in search, form, or voice bot mode. So that's super cool as well. Next, you have bulk jobs to process large data sets using your pipelines. So, you can give pipelines a ton of data at once and let it run. You also have portals, which allow you to create a portal for customer service, document search, or a multitude of other use cases. There's also evaluations, which allows you to evaluate your pipelines by giving you speed statistics and stuff like that. There's also transformation, which allows you to integrate your custom Python code into pipelines as well. Next, you have analytics, which gives you a bunch of statistics about your pipelines as well. It's not easy to cover all the stuff in just one video because there are too many use cases for it. So, let me know if you would like more videos on how to use it in different ways. I think this is great for sure. You can create whole AI assistants and other things with just a drag and drop interface, which is great. Overall, it's pretty cool. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you liked this video, consider donating to my channel through the Super Thanks option below, Or you can also consider becoming a member by clicking the join button. Also, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, bye.